Good morning, everyone. Today for Writer's Workshop, we are going to talk about all of the things that we have learned to make our books easy and fun to read. Now, just because we are writing different kinds of books doesn't mean that we forget about all of the things that we already know how to do. Soon we'll be publishing our how-to books, so I thought it was a really good time to review all of the things that we learned to make our writing easy to read. Make our writing easy to read. Hear a lot of sounds in words. At the beginning of the year, we were just listening for the first sound of the word. Now that we're super strong writers, we can hear lots of sounds and stretch out words so that we can make our words even easier to read. Leave spaces in between words. I've seen so many of us getting so good at that, putting our finger spaces in between each word. Use capital letters to start the sentences. Remember, you use a capital letter only at the start of a sentence. And make pictures to match words. Really important, and we've been working on that since the very beginning of the year, and we are so good at it by now. Now, I wrote a conclusion or an ending page to my How to Play Beyblades book that I wrote yesterday. Remember yesterday we worked on writing an introduction to our Beyblades book? I said, Beyblades are a fun toy you can play with. Find out how to battle them in my book. Step 1, let it rip. Step 2, battle another person and try to knock them out. And here's my last page, or my conclusion page. This page helps my reader know that my book is over. Now you can play Beyblades. But I'm noticing that there's a lot of things that I can do on this page to fix it up and get it ready to be published. There are a lot of things that make this easier to read. I'm going to give everybody 5 seconds to think about what is one thing I can do to make this page easier to read. The first thing I'm noticing is that there are no finger spaces on this page, and that makes it kind of hard to read. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to cross it out, and I'm going to rewrite it with finger spaces. So now you can play Beyblades. Now you can play Beyblades. Now you can play Beyblades. Great! So I already did one thing to make this page easier to read. I'm noticing that there's something else too. This letter is not a capital, so I'm actually just going to fix that one. That looks better. Now you can play Beyblades. I'm also noticing that the word play, even though it's a sight word of ours, I didn't spell correctly. Now, play is a sight word, so it's one that you should just know how to spell. Or if you don't know how to spell it, you look at it on your sight word list and spell it exactly like it looks there. Remember, it's a sight word, so you don't have to guess how to spell it. So I'm going to look at my sight word list and cross that out and fix it. The last thing I'm noticing about this sentence that I can fix up is the last word. Beyblades. BB. That's something that we could have done at the beginning of the year. But now that we're such amazing writers, I want us to try and hear more sounds. So I'm going to split up the word Beyblade into 2 parts, and I'm going to stretch those parts out and hear as many sounds as I can. Bay, bay, b-a. Okay, b-a. Okay, that's the first part. B-a. Blades. Blah, blah, blah. Blades. Beyblades. That makes my writing even easier to read because someone might not know what I meant by saying BB. But now that I tried to hear as many sounds as I could and stretch that word out, they'll be able to sound out the word and figure it out too. Now you can play Beyblades. So, my friends, now that we are getting ready to publish our how-to books, I really want you to go back to some of your writing and see if there are ways that you can fix it up using our chart, our Making Writing Easy to Read chart. Remember, hear lots of sounds and words, leave spaces in between words, use capital letters at the start of a sentence, and make pictures to match words. So you can use this chart if you're starting something new, or even if you don't want to start something new, you can go back to all of the pieces that you've written so far and use this list to make sure that they're ready to be published. Okay, have fun.